let's open it up. Allow me, everyone, to formally introduce you all to Queen Yvette. Now, as you can see here, Queen Yvette is gallant and a gambler. So, her main thing, she's going to go for a military ambition. Should that military ambition fail, she'll go instead for a trade ambition. We're going to try and not do anything underhanded. And we're going to keep to our word on most things, you know, as and how we can. But on top of that, we will always try to do the most risky chance option available. That means a lot of 10 to 30% gamble rolls. Yeah, Gamba. Hey, Lake, welcome on in. Good to see you. Finally, as well, she's a local populist from the March. She is pro-farming, pro-peasant and pro-march. Very, very simple, very easy. The big question is this good for the people? Is this good for the March? That's going to be in the back of the mind when making decisions. Obviously, if I come to a choice where any of this is prevalent and you feel like I might swing some way that breaks my roleplay rules, you can redeem tap the sign and we'll bring this up, we'll have a look at it. Let's make this kingdom great. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's it. Let's rock and roll. I see she's a Marcher loyalist. Yeah, I tend to do that with characters that have just been elected. They tend to prefer their own region, their home region. But alright, everyone, eyes down. It's time to salute, for the bug is crushed. No more bug, thank you, goodbye. Let's have a look, see here. Oh. Who have we got? That's a really good map. Grandees have the most players, but also the least land. We love it. So yeah, having a look at this. Welcome on in to all of our nobles at the start of this game. With the barons, we've got Baron Noobster and Baron Aid the Bubble. Welcome on in. With the grandees, we've got Grandee Whopper, Grandee Morgrim, Grandee Lake the Second, and Grandee Mass Connect. Hello, all of our grandees. And finally, we got the patricians. We got Lord Patrician Nibmilk and Lord Patrician Cytocot. Welcome on in, one and all. People here like rolling for traits. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to roll for a trait. Hold on. Let me pop it open. I'm just going to go get a fresh coffee. I need the caffeine. But yeah, I'll open the nobles traits up. You can have a gander. You can roll 2d6 by typing exclamation mark 2d6 in chat. Or you can just pick one that looks good, or you can make up your own thing. Of course, you also don't have to roleplay, but many of the regulars do. And so please don't sweat it if you see people voting against the best interest of the faction. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Alright. Okay, I got a can of coffee. No. A mug of coffee and a can of Coke. There we go. Nib Milk is number 6 and number 8. Captus, who wants the richest nation for myself. Rolled 7 free. Yeah, 7 is 7 is the most common number rolled on 2d6, which is why I've got the least destructive trait is there, the true noble. Can I give others money? No, is the answer to that one. It's not in the game. Very basic. I take it, Saito, did you just buy the game on the sale? We've got a few people. We've had a spate of newcomers over the past week. That's good. Welcome. It's a great little game. Hope you enjoy it. I stream it, what, every weekend pretty much. Saturday, Sunday usually. But yeah, welcome aboard. And I hope you enjoy your time with us. Now, looking across the board, the traits, the stats that we got. Something of concern, the Grandee's farming is at 2. That's quite low. That's like in danger of starvation. Or starvation-related events. So we probably want to sort out the Grandee's farming. The rest of it, military is still very lopsided in favour of the march. But, you know, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can turn this enterprise around. Barons are big, but it's not undefeatable. Risk player, hello. Welcome, you've been placed into the patricians. Why patricians don't have trade? So it's an ongoing game. In the past 2 games, the patricians have had a particular event show up. And in this event, they essentially undermine their own economy. So that's pretty much what happens. The patricians that came before you shorted their own economy to profit themselves. Hence, if Niv Milk was here, that's probably where part of that 6,000 gold came from. Crabaholics, crabadabadoo. Alright, let's start as always with the path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they've stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, as we went through on the sign, my first choice is going to be military. So, we're going to keep winning, Spy Master. Just like we won against the previous Queen. Was it Queen or was it a Monarch? I think it's a Monarch. We're going to keep on winning and we're going to conquer our neighbours. A warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly if she wins more battles than she loses. I suggest over the next 2 years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I'll return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, let's do some council introductions. Let's meet you all. We bloody well pulled it off, didn't we? Hello, Noobster. The barons are finally in charge and we can sort this kingdom out. Finally! Some barons in charge. Now just remember our little arrangement. We put you on that damn throne and you'll do as we tell you. Got it? Glory to the march. Huzzah! Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council. But don't forget what I told you today. Alright, who have we got for the patricians? Oh, hello, Saito. Pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, from the grandees of the south, may the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. Hello, Whopper. With that, the introductions are done. Ooh. The council immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. And that was... wait, who was that? Oh, well, it's got to be Aid, right? Yeah. Well, come on in, everyone. Okay, let's get down to business. It's our first vote of the game for the coronation. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from Monarch Lind, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Do you allow loyalty? Yeah, I'll allow them. You can choose to be loyal if you want. The game affords it, so. Let's get over with. Shall we call the nobles in? There's no way to turn them off, so if you want to do it, you can do it. Well, I want to have something. I don't want to cancel the coronation, so our options are A. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, B. Proceed with a religious ceremony, or C. Throw me in the river as tradition. Let's see, you all can vote by typing !vote followed by A, B or C in chat. Wow. This is a good start. Look at that, a three-way tie. By the 9th? You know what? I've got a hankering for tradition, I think. But the religious ceremony is nice. The previous monarch was trying really hard to get faith up. And if I do this, faith will go up 3 points, which is more than what the previous monarch managed to do. But we don't have time for one-upmanship. Want to check the sign again? Yeah. Boom. I think... as a populist, I've got to go for either A or C. Mill, trade and farm. Yeah, those are the ones we're interested in bolstering. I don't think I'm comfortable with losing money right off the bat. But then, you know what? Why not? The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks and feast. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? There we go. Alright, eyes down everyone, it's time to pick our schemes. Herman of the Noobster bloodline, is he wearing the same outfit as Noobster? No. Oh, it's a... No, oh, okay. Infamous marcher orator stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. What a coup! Yvette now sits on the throne and the barons are in charge. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the new queen or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Loyalist, doppelganger or modernisation? Barons only vote, obviously. There we go, modernisation again. Too right, a few months in the luxury of the palace and Queen Yvette has gone soft. We deserve a real baron who's on the throne. Every time. The barons plan to modernise the kingdom's army in such a way it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is in need of reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must allow the other regions' military to a combined total of 10 or less in 4 seasons. What have we currently got? 6. Cassia of the Risk Player family. Legendary coastal fixer scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Alright, Cassia, what are you explaining? Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Yvette. Something must be done. Right, what have we got? Intimidation, where you infiltrate the palace. Replace my bodyguards. Conspiracy, where you plan on trapping me with a loan. Or corruption, where you're going to bribe your way into power. Blue Gamer, hello, welcome. Let's see, where's it put you? In the Barons, I'd imagine? Yes, in the Barons. Welcome on in. You'll be able to vote on regular things and on Baron votes. Alright, so, pursuing corruption. Patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay then. Authority currently at 5. Vidad of the Morgrim Moon lineage. Infamous southern mischief maker stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as if in a trance. False pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the south, this is a stain upon our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Ephra, welcome on in. Welcome back to the Pats. Wait, where are you? There you are. He has my eyes and hair, does he? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, in real life, you mean? Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do with Verdad here? Okay, Grandy's only vote. What do you want your scheme to be? Is it going to be A, sorcery, where you make a deal with a wizard? B, subterfuge, where you try to supplant my inner council? Or C, excommunication, where you kick me out of the church? Okay, I think that's a clear contender there. The Grandees plan to persuade the Archbishop to excommunicate the Queen. First, they must lower royal credibility. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're above board. More or less. So, Herman, our bastard offshoot in the march, and the Barons are pursuing a modernisation scheme. For the first stage of that scheme, they need to keep all the other regions, the Grandees and Patricians, combined military to a total of 10 or less. No loyalists run. Barons are like, nah, come on, we can do it again. Verdad, our ambitious vassal in the south, together with the Grandees pursuing an excommunication scheme, they want to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. It's currently at 6, so they're going to have to chip away at that a bit. And finally, Cassia, our embittered Stepan in the coast. Then she and the Patricians are pursuing a corruption scheme. For the first stage of that, they need to lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 5. So again, they need to knock one off. Now then. It's there. It's there. Let's be honest. I'm a gambler. You a gambler. Let's all gamble together. Great stuff. Right on day 1, we got a new plague. Your Majesty, the South has been struck with a plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. You're pulling my leg. Whoa. Yeah, we got Gambler on. This is no laughing matter, Your Holiness. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Well. I think we ought to quarantine the villages. The dancing plague? Wait, was that a real thing? Alrighty, I think it's good. Happened in Europe in 1512. Oh, okay. Side effect of fungi poisoning. Hey, well, that's the thing about fungi. It's a fun guy. Haha. Invite him to all your parties. Oh, no. Though the move seems drastic to some, the only way to be sure this plague does not become a serious problem, the Grandees agree to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if it's an effective solution or not. Right, low on lumber. Who have we got here? Your esteemed highness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Lord Patrician. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract. Said contract had no exclusions for haunting. Your August Majesty, the barons can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. You know what? We're going to gamble something. I reckon A is the way. Veto seat? Yeah, no worries. Let the patricians go logging. What could go wrong? Oh, Aero Ace, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Back in the Barons. Oh, and Dean's in the house. Hello, Baron Dean. The Barons have tried to warn you. Yeah. Who says? Aero. Okay. Ah, big gamble energy. With the council's express permission, hundreds of coastal lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and start hacking it down, but they're woefully unprepared for what they find. The moment the workers cut into the ancient trees, they come alive, picking up labourers and devouring them whole. Panic spreads. The patricians withdraw from the area immediately, but the forest does not return to dormancy. Instead, trees start marching across the march, ransacking villages along the way. Warned you! I've warned you! Now there's an army of angry trees on our doorstep. The greed of the patricians knows no bounds. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This place is a bloody maze, it is. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? Oh, me, name's Ralph, your Madge. Pleased to meet ya. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if gangrene could be cured with mouldy bread? Haven't tried it yet, but I've got a good feeling. Before Ralph can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Tap tap the sign. Unfortunately, for those of you just joining, I am pro-peasant. So, I'd hear him out, yeah, exactly. We got a gallant gambler, and we like peasantry. So, hold a vote. Whatever you say, your Majesty. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pyjamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Okay, everyone, so I reckon I would like some navy, so please consider voting for B to try it out in the coast. Let's try and heal some patricians, okay? Oh, thank you for voting with me. Did we succeed? No, we failed. We failed. Trees are rampaging across the march as we speak. But we got mouldy bread to eat. Thank you very much, everyone. Under Ralph's close supervision, injured coastal soldiers eat mouldy bread to stave off infection. To everyone's surprise, it works. Coastal military is soon fresh and healthy, and a new medicine is rolled out across the kingdom. Look at that, we are good. The success of this idea notwithstanding, Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. One thing's clear from this mess, you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be loyal to coin above all. No need to even ask, Marshal. The Queen knows that our veterans are the only ones with experience of real warfare. And he's right. He's right. Dean is right. Await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. They are right, rather. Veterans of the March. Boom. I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. And talkative Bambi, hello, welcome on in. Where are you? It looks like, yeah, patricians, welcome on in. How's it going? If you have any questions about the game, and Weldris as well. Where are you, Weldris? You're in here somewhere. There you are. Good afternoon. The true wealthy... Weldris isn't that wealthy at the minute. Yeah, I was going to say. They were for a bit. Right, eyes down. It's our first auction of the game. So, looking at this. Barons may want either stadium to lower the patricians' military. I mean, they don't really need it. Grandees are probably going to want C, the prison, to lower stability. And the patricians may want F, the theatre, to lower authority. However, the patricians could be in a tug of war. We could have B, the monument, to help stall out the patricians' plans. Game looks very interesting. Oh, thank you, another new player. We love it. Here's everyone and their money. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We like to play with mild roleplay rules here. So please don't sweat if you see people on your faction voting against the best interests of the faction. They're probably doing it for some roleplay reason. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top two items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. What have we got here? B and C. Voting for the monument and prison. That's a nice combo. I wouldn't mind that. 6s across the board. Boom. 10 seconds. Oh. Okay, I wasn't clicked on the send a message bit when I did the countdown. What have we got? Oh, military and authority down? What? Kitty! Kitty, what is this? Alright, so we got a problem. Hello, Kitty. There you are, in the Barrens. Oh, okay, you ended on 1,000 gold. Oh, nice. Or, oh, you just bid, didn't you? Liege, ever since those bird-brain patricians tried to cut down our ancient growth, the trees have been rampaging across the marsh. You just said the forest was haunted. Lots of forests are haunted. You should have said composed of ancient cursed trees that swallow people whole. The grove is older than the kingdom itself. No wonder it held such power. Please, your highness, assemble the council. We have to appease the trees. Oh. We fight as one. Nobles together, strong. Vote how you please. We can either set fire to the march, search for a wizard, bring in coastal soldiers to help the fight, or the barons can deal with it on their own. I'm loving the push for the coast to come in. That's 11 votes in favour. That's a winner. By sea and storm, we'll show these soft barons how to cut down a few trees. Legions of coastal soldiers, lumberjacks and rangers armed with wood-cutting axes and torches are sent to the front lines. But the strength of arms is not enough. To defeat these abominations, their barks hardened over centuries. Once the professional soldiers flee, the peasant levies aren't far behind. The trees ravage the march. Peasants and nobles alike are carried away to some unknown grisly fate. Salutes in chat. Blue Gamer the First has just been killed by a tree. But don't worry, Blue Gamer the Second will be taking their place on the council, so you'll still be in the game. Our kill count climbs. If I can find it, where's my kill count? There it is. Up to 1. My son has joined the court. There you go. Scouts report a fresh ring of saplings surrounding the boundaries of the grove. Saplings with terrifying screaming faces. It seems the trees are replenishing fallen comrades with souls of your people. Entry into the sapling grove is forbidden under penalty of death, irrespective of profession or social status. You can only hope your descendants will respect the warning signs in the years to come. Well, well, well. We gambled, we lost. Sarkin, welcome on in. Where have you been put? There you are, in the bottom of the Grand East there. And littlest Tooth, where are you? There you are. Back in the patricians again. I'm really bad at catching streams. No worries. Look, catch what you can. And Wandering Chatter. Holy crap, another new. There you go. Welcome to the Barons. Hello everyone. I see a lot of new names and faces. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask in chat. If I don't catch it, one of my regulars will. We're all very friendly. And we all want to have fun together, don't we? So, oh, what the hell's that? Ah! Wandering Chaff, thank you for the follow right there and then. I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me the chance. You haven't even watched me yet. Oh, what's this? Untalkative Bambi and Blue Gamer, you both thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Oh god. Oh wait, no, that was Blue Gamer. Cool. We good. Just got back from a lovely trip with my family. How are things? Trees are eating people in the march. That's what's happening right now. But thank you everyone for the follows. Trees free, Pat 0, Baron 0. Yeah. Lady Patrician, Untalkative Banby, strides into the council chambers distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. What's this? Slibbity, welcome. Everyone say hello to Slibbity Slap in chat. Fields and barns of the coast are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Alright. It's time. Alright, everyone. No, not the... Oh, wait, the cats are technically a gamble, aren't they? Yeah, so you're right. Whatever we do, it'll be a gamble. I don't know what the gamble of the cats will be. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. I've already got the rare achievement where you get like the really good cat. The Chief Mouser. I think I've seen that twice. You never know. Meow. We might see it today as well. Everyone knows cats are never bad. Press F to doubt. Alright, with 11 votes that's going to go through. Owls would also work, that is true. We love a good Albert. Hey, advisor, welcome on in. Alright, is there anyone I've missed? And Slibbity Slap, obviously. Both Advisor and Slibbity Slap are patricians. There we go. Okay. Kitty cat time. Lady Patrician Untalkative Bambi bows to you deeply. I can't thank you enough, your esteemed highness. Don't thank me. Thank the cuts. You send a caravan of cats over to the coast. By the time they reach their destination, they're both hungry and very angry. The perfect rat catching mindset. It's just a big cart full of cats screaming at each other. The owls are in cahoots with someone. Oh. Alright, 80%. Let's wait to see what happens. Soon the rats are gone. The following springs up from one particularly successful Mouser whose nickname is the Colonel. He's here! And a bronze statue is put up in his honour. The Colonel, the Chief Mouser. You talk of the Mouser and the Mouser descends. Look at that. Wow. I can't believe it. This is only like the first... I've been playing this game since it launched like 2.5 years ago. And this is only the third time I've seen the Colonel, I believe. He greatly enjoys sunning himself beside the statue. The townspeople bring him dried fish for luck. Whether or not the gifts attract the town's fortunes remains to be seen, but he is a very happy cat indeed. Very, very happy. Oh. Alright, let's get married. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take liberty in finding an eligible candidate. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Let's roll up our D3. Free anyone, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Queen Yvette is not fussy. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You're marrying to the barons as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Okay, let's see. Back in the south. Oh. Far to the south, a pair of grandees are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. Has the Oh, look at this, matching dresses. Has the Archbishop agreed to meet with us yet? I sent him 4 letters last week. No luck so far. Hardly surprising. The old coot won't move against the Queen unless he knows he's on the winning side. The Grandee's aim is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Okay then. I could do with more cash maybe, but I don't have too much of a reason to cruel tax anyone. Okay, alright, Let's work through the centre of the arena first. A coastal gladiator named Onyx has become remarkably popular in the arena. Yes, I heard he threw a whole ox across the stadium. He's throwing even bigger words around these days. In his last match, he donned a crown and claimed it would be a better monarch than you ever could be. It's all a joke for now, but it's still sedacious, and he has a significant following. He, or the other gladiators, or even the patricians at large, may decide to take this further. Depths below, I've never even heard of this Onyx person. Why would he speak against the crown? I'm happy that Onyx is comfortable to speak freely. Little Less Tooth nods approvingly. But it all comes down to the council's decision. Right, well, we're not going to do anything because we are honourable. Right? So, when we're not being a gambler, we're gallant. So, we're not going to resort to anything underhanded. So, we'll take that right off the table. Little Less Tooth, would you like to fight? Come on. He is fine. Wait, don't send me to the arena. Yeah, okay. Little Less Tooth, I think, would like to not have to fight the big scary gladiator in the arena. Can we talk about this? Hope A or C passes is my advice to you. A is nice because it's a gamble. And we do like a good gamble. Yeah, there we go. You can wipe the sweat off your brow now, Little Less Tooth. You don't have to go fight the gladiator. Thanks, pals. You're all real ones. There we go. Over the coming weeks, Onyx continues his flamboyant battles, but this time he praises you for your bravery in allowing his critique to stand. After winning the season's championship, he announces his retirement to an extravagant beachside villa. The arena quietens down, ready for the next batch of gladiators to rise. Hey! Hey, we love a successful gambler. Your August Majesty, the situation in the coast is dire. The patricians, I mean, the Queen's navy is in tatters. So few ships remain that I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? The trade routes? Right, here's the thing. I'm kind of inclined towards C because it's lowest odds, but I wouldn't be mad if you go for B. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We like a gamble. Thanks, Morgrim. You and me, we can demilitarize the coast. There we are, Dean, as well. I like these odds. These odds are pretty good, aren't they? The Barons have a really decent economy, so they can help out a lot. Just avoid the grove when looking for wood, that is true. Please do not dig up that grove. But 14, winner winner, chicken dinner. A coast without ships is like a library without books. You set march of carpenters, wainwrights and coopers to making sea vessels to replace those the patricians have lost. New shipbuilding jobs bring life to the Marcher economy, and the patricians get the boats they always wanted for an absolute bargain. There we go. Right. So then, eligible options. Let's have a look at the side. We want someone honourable, someone that likes to gamble, someone that's in good with the peasants. And we are leaning on to the Baron. Like, if there's a tie between who's the best and the Baron is one of the ones in the tie, well, we'll lean towards the Baron, okay? I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged a cloth. Where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Brain. Oh, it's been a long day at work. Just reading. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Leon, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Slippity Slap's estate. He's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. That's good. That's a plus. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, money, and more money. The common folk call him a skinflint, though, and worse things. Boo! The common folk don't like him. He's a net neutral. Bit of a wash. The south, Ada, eldest daughter of the well-dressed lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She spends most of her time in the library, face buried in some book of ancient history. Oh, and she's been involved in several high-profile affairs over the years. Major scandals. I don't like it. Not good, not good, well-dressed, not good. You gotta rein her in. And finally, we have the March is offering. Victoria, scion of the prestigious Kitty Caffey bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash, self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. She's a zealous follower of the Ninth God, able to quote scripture backwards and forwards and at volume. And she's got a reputation for not giving a damn what anyone thinks of her. I think, yeah, it's got to, because she's like kind of neutral. Like, I don't feel positive or negative about her. And the alternative was the... Who did we start off with? The the patrician who had like a plus and negative. So yeah, I think we're leaning to the Baron. What do you think, of course? By picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Well, which of them do you wish to marry? It will be Victoria of the March. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements at once. Alright, I'm just going to nip to the bathroom right quick. So I'm going to run a 1.5 minute ad break. While the break's running, have a stretch. Get a drink, go to the bathroom yourselves, whatever bio breaks you all need. I will be back shortly. See you all in a moment. Italy. While the king's away, the nobles will play. Okay, yeah. Another problem to solve with the peasants. Let's burn the capital. No. Hey, Gibbo. Welcome on in. Everyone say hello to Gibbo in chat. Where are you, Gibbo? There you are. Top of the barons. How's it going? Oh, dear. Are we all back? Are we all out of ads? One's in chat if you're out of ads. Two's in chat if you really enjoyed the ads. There we go. 111. Nobody really enjoyed them? Damn. Okay, Twitch will have to do better next time. Alright, let's end the season. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians at the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, nothing much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the Queen's rooms when she's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the Queen's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. So what's next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the Queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the Queen. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the Queen as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. There we go. The Grand Pat Alliance has been born. Call for unity time. Let's gamble for unity. Oh damn, comet sighting. Blood red comet was spotted in the night sky over the south, Your Holiness. The knaves are claiming it to be a terrible omen. Don't worry, I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. You deliver a speech reassuring the peasants of the south that the comet isn't a good or bad thing, just a thing. Breed a knife god riding a chariot or whatever. Unfortunately, the peasants don't believe a word of it. Your reassurances only panic them further. For a few weeks, the south is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land foretelling doom. Oh. It's terrible. Sarkin. The priests bring even more concerning reports of a wild cult at large in the south. These fanatics call themselves the 8th chapter, and they claim they found an arm of a dead god. Oh, bloody hell. The arm of a dead god? The arm of a god, a colossal limb that moves under its own power. Tall as 5 men, long as 10 horses, clad in shining steel. I dread to think what such a thing might be capable of. This heresy cannot stand. The council must do something to stop it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to gamble on the call for unity. And I would like to discreetly dispatch a spy to find out more. We don't want to wait and see. It's a rough one here. Oh, cool, blimey. The grandpats are not having it. They're like, nope. Nope. No. Break it. We break this now. Okay, I think that's a clear consensus there. Yeah. 13, that's more than half the votes. Thank you very much. We'll make them see the true light of the ninth esteemed members of the council. It's a net zero, yeah. Over the weeks, word reaches the council that the High Inquisitor is altogether too enthusiastic. She escalates panic by hanging anyone that dares mention the cult's existence. Hang 'em all! Maybe. Might have been a bad idea. Your wedding to Victoria is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Victoria at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archbishop, I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Victoria, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time she doesn't look the type to be happy. By the time you find yourself alone with Victoria, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. How are you still so full of energy? Oh, you sound just like my mother. She's been asking that question since I was 5 years old and swinging from the chandeliers. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, why, I've dedicated my life to the one true faith, of course. The ninth God is with me every step I walk. What did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. Shall we go to bed together, my dear? No time like the present, eh? She swigs back last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Hey, might have a good time with our wife. Oh. Amidst the dark and foreboding forest, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Ah, the kingdom's militaries are in shambles. Those pathetic weaklings couldn't fight their way through a field of rabbits. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for our proposals to work. Oh, grand, a calm before the storm. Next stage of the Baron's scheme, they must raise stability to 5 or more in 2 seasons. The great tug of war begins. No. God damn it, the Barons can't keep doing it. They can't keep winning. Oh my god. Yeah. Barons want to keep stability up. Grandees and Patricias want to get stability down. Oh god, okay. Your Holiness, you will recall the quarantine you ordered to deal with the dancing plague. Many months since anyone last entered or left the affected area. We think the plague may have run its course. We ask your permission to lift the quarantine. Grim, do you volunteer? I'll go. Okay, that's good. Morgrim's happy to go, and I would like to get a little cash. Let's go. Send Morgrim to check it's safe. Option D. Celebrity Slap says we should just officially team up and rebel against the Crown and Barons, my noble patricians and grandees. Good luck with that, with 6 military between you. Rebelling hasn't worked the past couple of times. Maybe this time it will. Okay, that's a clear landslide. Thank you very much, everyone. That's a little extra cash for my pocket as well. Me? Your Holiness, you can't be serious. Despite Morgrim's protests, the Queen's word is final. She is sent into the quarantine zone. You hope to hear back from her soon. Oh no. Your Majesty, despite the Inquisition's efforts, the cult problems worsen. There have been explosions under several southern cities. This is shaking faith in the church. Never mind the church, it's been shaking the foundations of my mansion. Your Majesty, this heresy, this 8th chapter, it must be rooted out. I require more resources. No, we're either all in or all out. I think we want to be all in. Alright, A is the way forward. Gonna be a dancing queen? Maybe. Never back down. Never give up. We gotta break these heretics. Votes via pigeon, yeah. Just I wonder, you know, because we're in like a high magic setting. Couldn't we have like a bunch of crystal balls or something set up? Couldn't we do the votes like over, what's the chatting thing everyone who works in an office uses? Like the modern day Skype, whatever that's called. Can't we just have that? Zoom, there we go, Zoom calls. But it's crystal balls. No, because those are actually canonical, but they're used between wizards and their apprentices. Oh, okay. Can't we buy some? Or I guess you have to have magical aptitude in order to use it. Your wisdom is without equal, your majesty. The Marshal makes arrangement and sends a battalion of Royal Army with the High Inquisitor's mission. Depends on if they... Yeah, exactly. I don't know. They haven't covered that in the law. We'll make a drop for the devs. Be like, yo, in the next law drop, can you tell us if your crystal balls require magic to work? Hail, Yvette. I've had an idea. As I'm sure you know, my fellow barons have been shirking in their religious duties recently. Faith in the ninth god should certainly be higher in the march right now. The problem is the feeling of disconnection from the church here in the capital. But I think if the message came from one of their own, it might make a difference. You want to become a preacher? Not a preacher exactly, just an ambassador, I suppose, to show them what it means to be a faithful adherent to the ninth god. Will you give me your blessing? Go forth and bring the good word to them, my love. Huzzah! I'll make the preparations immediately. Word spreads fast that the Queen Consort will tour the march. Thousands flock to the towns and villages where she plans to stop, including... Oh, okay, Temperate, you didn't go into the Barons. There you go, you're in the Grandees. Welcome on in. And who just joined there? Vergard. There you are. Welcome to the Patricians. Thank you for joining, both of you. Once she arrives, Victoria gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, pleading with them to abandon their heathen ways. It strikes a chord. The Archbishop happily announces that the church attendance is rising all across the region. Look at that. Praise the ninth. We got 3, 3, 3. 3 threes is 9. Praise be the ninth god. The 8th chapter can go take a hike. A truly blessed start. I need to be the richest man in the kingdom. Oh, good luck with that. Yes, welcome to new people. I suspect many of you have seen the game on Steam and jumped in. That's the running trend this weekend. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. And as Whopper has said, in fact, I'll pin Whopper's message. Most of us roleplay here. And so please don't sweat it if you see people not voting for their faction to win. Fortress on Barons? Really? Oh, yes, really, apparently. So if you're interested in stability, I don't know why anyone would be interested in stability, but if you're interested in stability going down, you can get C, the prison. And if you're interested in stability going up, you can get B, the library. Other items of note, E, the aqueduct, would be quite nice for our farming situation, as people are very kind of hungry. A, the fortress would help out my military ambitions, but I don't know if we want it to happen. Because the barons are big. They're very big. Anyway, here's a list of all the nobles. If the plugin isn't working, you can find your name down here and see how much money you got. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else you bid on will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but it's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Right, sorry, I'm zoning out. B and D at a high hitters at the minute. Boom, 10 seconds, go, go, go. did we end up with there? C and A? It was C the prison and A the fortress. Alright, here we go. A strange letter has arrived, Your Majesty. I think it must be from Ep09 de Opry. You reach out the hand to take the letter and it bursts into flames. Your spymaster throws the burning missive to the ground and the next moment it morphs into a screeching spirit made of living fire. Rare PNG incoming. Witchcraft! Witchcraft! Speak, apparition! Have out with your devilry! A voice like iron dragged over hot coals proclaims. I hear you wish to kill my master. I know you tried, you pig. Meet with my master at his temple beneath the god's good ground, or he will drown the south in blood. The burning spirit takes flight and begins to circle the council chamber. We'll have no parley with this madman. Tell this abomination be gone. I have a notion, Your Majesty. A parley would present the perfect opportunity to ambush the 8th chapter's inner circle. Everyone, it's time. We're gonna do... Why is the Spy Master? I do voices for all the different characters. that's the one I've come up with for the Spy Master. We could have an honest meeting with Ep09, or refuse the meeting and take up arms. We're not going to have an ambush. Ambush is very sneaky, and we're not sneaky. Yeah, that's it. Take up arms. Military up. Defiance down. Authority up. That's the good shit. The burning spirit shrieks and then dives at the floor. It vanishes in a shower of sparks. Your spy master approaches the scorch mark and looks troubled. It is an image of you, Your Majesty, hung from a tree. Let us pray. The Archbishop comes to the middle of the chamber and kneels against the black marks made by the vanished spirit. War is at hand, and you must lead this kingdom to prosperity or ruin on the field. Your Highness, the Barons of the March plan to have the Council push through a number of military reforms. For the good of the kingdom, they say, but the reforms are designed to consolidate March control over our ranks. Not this again. You have to stop them. In this situation, I can only give you advice, my queen. The Barons are waiting for a period of stability that will allow them to pass the necessary amendments while everyone's guard is down. It looks as though the Barons will soon have the opportunity they need to put forth the military reforms, but things could change. You bring the revelations which the Barons wholeheartedly deny to the Council. Okay. If we're going to accuse the Barons of treason, I want money, alright? That's how it is. It's treason then. I can't believe the Barons would do this when we're about to go to war with an evil cult. Alright, accuse the barons of treason has 12 votes. I think that's a winner. The council chamber erupts with shouts and insults, accusations, formal and informal, circulate throughout the kingdom, shocking everyone. Peasants in the march and beyond protest the reforms. Derisive cartoons are posted on tavern notice boards, while priests warn against the trusting, self-serving barons and their wicked ways. You can only hope it will be enough to delay the reforms. We've seen this before, we know what you're up to. I think on this dynasty they've won with modernisation twice, and they came close in yesterday's game. Your marriage to Victoria has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about the ninth god than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. I won't force my wife to have children with me. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. In the grand hall of Baron Noobster's castle, a number of figures are hunched around a hearth, plotting away. Has the council agreed to hear our military reform proposals yet? No, not yet. The kingdom is too distracted with foolish business. If we can help calm things down for a moment, we'll get our chance. The Baron's aim is to raise stability to at least 5. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Greetings, noble patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine. Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure as always. Hello, is this the place? Ugh, smells like fish. Wow, I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive then? Indeed. Noble patrician, a risk player, made some excellent points about the Queen's incompetence. The most persuasive part was the giant bag of gold. Unfortunately, the Spymaster and Chancellor remain beyond our grasp, but with these 2 in our pocket we can do great things. We just need to decide our approach. What's it going to be, patricians, for the final stage? Either A, bankrupt the kingdom, or B, raise others' defiance. So you either want to lower the treasury or raise others' defiance. They both suck indeed. Not gonna lie, they're both pretty bad. So after this, our plan is to make the Queen look like the corrupt one. Yes, after all, her court is absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals, worse than it's been in centuries. Of course it is, and we're to blame. General public don't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the Queen enough to support our version of events. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the other region's defiance to a combined total of at least 10, or ensure another region begins a rebellion. You need 9 defiance. Back in the south, the plot to have the Queen excommunicated is picking up momentum. 2 grandees stand on a balcony overlooking the city of Mirona. The city may look peaceful, but underneath is nothing but discontent. All across the kingdom, peasants are sharpening their cutlery and barricading their shacks. They know a storm is coming, and who better to blame but the Queen herself? Exactly! The commoners are afraid, and it's time for them to find their faith. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise all regions' faith to a combined total of at least 10 in 4 seasons. Damn. We are close to that. That is rough. But alright. I'm good. You're good. Everyone's good. Right, so news from the quarantine zone, Battle of the Arm. Let's start with the Battle of the Arm. You take your place atop the steed and join your marshal on the march to the south. Besides you, the High Inquisitor leads a regiment from the Church's holy orders. We're going to march alongside our own army. Proud to be standing with you against the heretics, your majesty. Soon you're in sight of a warlock's wood. A horde of cultists has swarmed the surrounding vineyards. The ground shakes and the earth bursts asunder. An enormous metallic arm emerges, scuttling on mechanical centipede-like legs. Ep09 de Opry is astride the monstrosity, his staff held above his head. The closed fist of the giant arm begins to open. Your Majesty, we must strike before it's too late. You know what? Yeah, in Gambit, we are gallant. I don't think we would wait. We wouldn't rely on faith. We're going to rely on might of arms. So I'm going to go for the slimmest chance of the 2 military options, right? For my roleplay. To me and charge sounds like a good one. Sound fair? We're going in. To me, charge! You raise your sword in the air. The sun catches the blade as the horns sound around you. Your marshal bellows, glory, 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 as arrows cover your charge down the slope. The cultists raise spears, pitchforks and pikes towards you and your thundering force. Soldiers are flung from horses, cultists are trampled, the clash of steel is deafening. Your marshal raises her lance and flings it to the sky at the warlock. Ep09 is skewered and tumbles from the arm. The day is yours. The 8th chapter flees from the field in disarray, and the kingdom is safe for now. All know who to thank. Thank you, everyone. Victory. That was great. And Joan of Arc, a little bit. Thank you for selling crappy weapons to the cultists. Yes. Your Holiness, I have returned. Don't feel the need to dance, do you? Nay, Your Highness, I have returned unharmed. The plague has run its course and the people here are alive, though I fear they will never dance again. I didn't think there'd be anyone left. On the contrary, the plague simply compelled people to dance until they could dance no longer. The lasting side effects are limited to a hatred of music and a general fear of jauntiness, Your Holiness. Yeah, I imagine you came out of the woods after the battle had ended. Humbly, I ask the council to lift the quarantine so the south can return to normal. I think it's only fair to lift the quarantine and get a bit of cash. Vote A, everyone. A is the way. Oh. Right, it's only taken a cup of coffee and 2 cans of Cokes, but I'm awake. I'm with it now. I'm with it. I'm recovered. Restored. Let's go. The grandees are grateful and formerly quarantined merchants are soon trudging gracelessly throughout the kingdom. Although the former dancers will never be the same, the region gradually returns to business as usual. XYZ or XXFYZ. Welcome on in. You're in the patricians. Shafi, or I don't know. I'll call you Double X. How's that sound? Hey, Lord Patrician Double X. Here we are. Hey, no worries. Welcome on in. And oh, thank you for the follow. And because of that, we made it. We did it, everyone. We're at 700 followers. Hooray! We're going to keep on going. But thank you, Double X, for the follow right off the bat. I love it. I wanted to speak to you today about a delicate matter, Your Most August Majesty. It concerns the linen trade. You might have to explain that a bit further. Well, there's a lot of linen farms in the south. The plants thrive there, and the grandees have taken advantage of it. The barons' domestic farms aren't nearly as numerous, but they need cloth just like the rest of us. And linen, well, is cheap, strong, and easy to weave. What more could they want? Traditionally, we patricians have facilitated this trade, making sure that a fair deal was reached by both sides. Yet now the barons want to buy from the grandees directly. They're cutting us out of the deal. You can't let them get away with it. Oh, you're right. That's despicable. Indeed. Then you will call the council together to deal with this. Very well then. My eternal thanks, Your August Majesty. Don't know what to make of this. Well, we're not going to ban the sale of linen altogether. Absolutely not. So one of these three. I don't really mind which. Swedish leprechaun as well. Welcome on in. Where are you? Let's have a quick look. There you are. You're in with the barons. Now let me go up. Slippity slap. Honestly, after that charge into the cultists, I'm kind of down with being loyal to the Queen. Oh, thank you. I might suck, but it's my first time playing. Oh, Double X, no worries. There's a lot of new timers, a lot of first timers here, a lot of people playing for the first time. The game has just gone on sale, and that's brought a lot of attention to it. But we play every weekend, quite often. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. If I don't catch it, hopefully one of my regulars will. A lot of new people today, and I appreciate you all. Welcome on in. Hope you enjoy the game, and I hope you stick around in our little community. Come on, Southerners, don't help the march. Wait, what are we doing? Allow the free market to sort it out? Yeah, okay. I think that 11's won, right? Yeah, I think that is it. As it turns out, the free market doesn't care much about the patricians' woes, and nothing can convince the grandees and barons to stop doing business. The patricians lose grip on their monopoly. Oh no. While the other regions' economies thrive. It's rough out here. It's bad to be a pat. What a wild series of circumstances we found ourselves in, where the patricians own all the food, yet are broke, and have no army. Down with the monarch? No, I can't do anything about it, can I? Or however... It's time. Golden choice for the Gamba. Okay, a fateful tree? Oh, I know what that one is. Okay, we'll start with the Iron Limb. Let's go check out the Iron Limb. If it pleases your majesty, we have salvaged that limb of the 8th god that Ep09 drew power from. It rests now within my workshop. The so-called arm of God is actually a machine from a long-extinct civilization. We have so little evidence of ancient technology, I think it prudent to study the contraption. A long-extinct civilization? We know few details of these people or creatures, whoever they were, but they created all kinds of wonderful, terrible machines, far beyond our understanding. We've never found one that still functions. How interesting. And now your observations, learned woman. Had the danger of this heresy not crossed your mind? It must be destroyed, your majesty. The matter is simple. No, this was like the giant arm that's like, what is it, 20 or 30 foot tall when it stands up on its back. You know? So, I reckon I want to let the scholar study it, I think. I mean, the cash is nice, but I do have cash. I would like to see where the scholar goes with it. Golden A? Yeah, I think Golden A is the way. Golden choice on A. If you vote A and it passes, you'll get 500 gold, everyone. There's got to be a military application for this arm. There's got to be some kind of super weapon. Alright, golden choice is on A. Advisor, you had a typo. I'm going to do a final countdown in chat. It'll be 3, 2, 1 and we'll move on. If you've yet to vote, consider voting A. Advisor, are you still there? You typed Yvette. There we go. Right, we're going to do the countdown. 3, 2, and 1. Go on, quick, vote A. What was that? Killball, thank you for the follow. I thought you followed yesterday. Vote A quickly for 500 gold. Don't ask questions, only vote. Bruce, welcome on in. Kitty, Killball, Bruce, there you go. Enjoy. Ah, Bennett, you come in after I clicked it. Right, let's have a look. Where is it? Do it. Welcome on in, Bruce. There we go. You're in the Grandees. Bennett, you've been placed in the Patricians. Killyball, you are in the Barons. And who else is there? Oh no, that was it. I think. Yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. Bennick, hello. Everyone say hello to Bennick in chat. This is utterly unacceptable. Beyond the pale. Ah, how delightful. I'm glad the council is so keen to advance the sciences. Some months later, the scholar calls you to a workshop and presents the new invention. She calls it the Rail Bombard. Hello. The contraption is the longest cannon you've ever seen. There are steel wheels all along its length, and at its rear a pair of strange humming anvils. The barrel points up through a skylight in the workshop. It's a phallic cannon. It's like oh dear. Okay. Looks like a giant finger pointing at the sun. Yes, we did repurpose the finger. Watch this. Load the bombard. A hatch above the anvils is swung open by an assistant while the two others load in an odd oblong cannonball into the barrel. When they turn the cranks on each anvil, the humming grows louder and louder. Yes, charge up the anvils. Give them a good cranking. In a few moments, the wheels turn until they are whirring, lightning passing up and down. In another moment, the assistants suddenly pull the cranks from the anvils and sound like thunder is heard. Quite fascinating, wouldn't you agree, Your Majesty? As you watch, a long shot flies past the clouds, chased by electricity. You worry where it may land. The South may have acquired a powerful new weapon of war. 4 whole points of military. We've now got a magic railgun in the South. The grandees are back, baby. The barons no longer have a solid monopoly on the military. And here are the barons with their occasionally they have gunpowder cannons. Ugh. Very impressive. Oh, we like it. Your Majesty, news from our new fortress. What happened to it? It's not a fortress exactly. The fortress sits next to a grove of trees. There's one especially rare one, the Greater Arrow Tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. Well, that's a very tall tree. It is indeed, Your Highness, but that's part of the problem. Sadly, all the visitors to our newly built fortress are disturbing the soil, and the Greater Arrow Tree is dying. Tap the sign is gamba time. Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. We're gonna gamba one way or the other. I'd prefer to vote B and have the long shot gamble. But, you know, C is also acceptable. I'm going to open it up to a vote and then nip to the bathroom and back. I'll be back in a minute when you're done voting. Alrighty. Oh my god, we got more new join us. Alright, hold on. I'm just happy to see a ground weapon of war. That's great. Let's have a look. Who was new joiners? Olio? Olio. There you go. Welcome, you're in the patricians. And who else was it? Burka. Why am I blind? Where is Burka? Wait, Burka, you need to join the game. That's it, I saw you voting and thought that was you joining. You need to type !join followed by the pronoun of your choice. He, she, or they. Yeah, like so. There you go. Ephra's giving you an example. I'll wait for you to join. There you go. And now you can vote. You can either vote B or C on what we do about this ancient tree. Where has it put you? There you are. You're in with the patricians as well. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think that's everyone who's here voted. Oh, Little Less Tooth, would you vote B? You haven't put in the exclamation mark. Problem, there's been an influx of new people joining. Unless if you already voted. Wait, why am I even looking there? Little Less Tooth, where are you? You have! Okay. I did earlier, but just in case, no problem. But yeah, we got a lot of new recruits this week. After your proclamation, people give the greater arrow tree a wide berth, fearing for their necks. It recovers its health and flourishes, casting the fortress in sun-dappled shadow. It becomes a symbol not only of the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but of your wisdom in protecting your kingdom's natural beauty. Oh god, heresy. No. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. If you say it's troubling, then it must be. A group of individuals in the coast are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They're disciples of the 10th. They believe that one day a prophesied 10th god will save us from the apocalypse, and that the 9th god is setting in motion as we speak. Cults are everywhere, I know. This is like our third cult this game. Dangerous nonsense. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before I had a chance to spread. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn cults in this goddamn kingdom. Forget the nobles. I give you my express permission. The High Inquisitor is delighted and gets to work right away. The nobles, however, are less delighted. They clamour official procedure and the overreach of the church. Fortunately, they can't argue with the results. The disciples of the 10th are soon rooted out, with their fetid corpses swaying from the battlements of Alaminos, the town where the cult began. They're just playing D&D. Oh, god damn it, my people. What we may have made a mistake. Local D&D group hung in the battlements. Right, looking at it, so from the Barons Herman and the Barons, they want to raise the kingdom's stability to 5 more. It's currently at 4. And Verdad, the ambitious vassal of the south, the Grandees are looking to keep faith at 10 or higher in 2 seasons' time. It's currently across the board at 11, so I think they're fairly solid. Last time they found time to hang out together. Oh no. Looks, that's terrible, but thank you. Welcome on in. And our claimant of the coast, yes, has an eye patch. And yes, they are bold. Raise the other regions' total defiance to at least 10. They're currently stalled out on that. They've got 2. Right, here we are. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the March have bribed the barons to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade of copper and furs, the March's most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices and pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. You know what? We're not going to take a bribe. We're not underhanded like that. We can either let it carry on or we can null and void it. Vote how you will, everyone. Vote how you will. Whoa, what was that? That was another noise. Ochalo, thank you for the follow. Hey, great stuff. I love it. Everyone, if you're new, we play King of the Castle every Saturday and Sunday normally. I'm going to be opening the game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon London time. So I don't know what that is in your own time. Ochalo, thank you for the join. Feel free to vote. Why are you helping the barons? Why is anyone helping the barons? But yeah, we like to roleplay here. So a lot of the regulars roleplay a fair bit. But if you have any questions, any of you new folks, feel free to ask in chat. We'll try and get round to them. That's good. 13 votes, null and void. You order soldiers to break up the monopoly, accompanied by an even more fearsome threat. Lawyers. The charter is declared illegitimate. Many barons lose their investments. Smaller traders in the March flourish once again, and prices return to a sensible level. The common folk rejoice. Okay. Baron Hales. Hello, Hales. I didn't know you joined. Welcome on in. Your Majesty, it's our honour to invite you to the Lord's Hunt next year. The hunt will be taking place in late spring, so keep your schedule clear. Of course, as a marcher yourself, you've taken part in the Lord's Hunt many times before. You know what to expect. I look forward to it. Let's go on a hunt, everyone. Of course, why wouldn't you? Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Let's roll a dice in chat. The 3. My cousin and adopted child. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is their name? Well, Swedish Leprechaun, I've decided to name them the classic Yvette number 2. Hurrah, my liege! I'm sure little Yvette II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. After several rounds of deliberation, the council approves of wide-ranging reforms to the kingdom's standing armies. The Barons of the March set out on the major contributors of this new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. I'm glad these options are there, but also the concept of someone being assigned non-binary at birth is very funny. It is a little, isn't it? They, them toddlers. It's true. It's all getting too crowded. No worries. Oh my god. Arrow Ace, thank you for being here, and welcome on in, Raiders. Hoot hoot. Oh my god. Come on in. Luna 4? Let's have a look. What were you streaming? Very special birthday stream. Oh, you were doing King of the Castle. Thank God. Hey, another King of the Castle streamer. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for jumping on over. Kindly consider giving Luna a follow if you don't already. Next upcoming stream, they're playing Dwarf Fortress, it looks like. Oh, welcome on in. How did it go? How was it? How's Yvette faring? Okay-ish. We're on shaky ground. The Barons are probably about to supplant us. But let's welcome everyone in. Oh my god, new people joining. Mind if we join in? No, that's fine. Yeah, you can all join. Lithuanian guy. Let's see, who else is there? Whoa! I'm so cool and stuff, bro. Thank you for the follow. So, we got a lot of people here. Lithuanian guy, you're in the Grandees. Who else is there that's joined? I'm so cool. Not in, I'm so cool. You're in the Grandees as well. Yang Shui? You're in the Patricians. That's it. Katori, I think you're still in the Barons. I'll come on in. Bold. Who else have we got? Schrock. Schnogsy. I believe that's how you say it. Welcome on in. You're in the Grandees. Welcome, everyone. Deluski. Delacue. There you go. Welcome, Delacue, in to the Grandees. Right. What are you going to do? War, blood and wine? That's the Baron's way. It's true. Luna, sorry for being quiet for a moment. I had to do some quick post stuff. Hope you're having fun with King of the Castle. Yeah, we stream King of the Castle a lot here. It's the game that got me into streaming. So I've been streaming it pretty much every week for 2 years. I currently stream every Saturday and Sunday, everyone. Let me have a look. Snokes. There you go. You're in the Grandees. And who are we missing? Glass as well. Glass, cup, but cooler. Welcome on in. Oh, randomize every character. Oh, okay. Nice. By the way, 40 people joined from the raid. Yeah. No, I saw. Thank you, everyone. It was a big raid. I appreciate it. I hope to keep everyone happy. Yes, we do play by some roleplay rules here. A lot of my regulars are roleplaying. So please don't take it too harsh if you see them voting for things that aren't necessarily in favour of winning their scheme. And I'll introduce you all. There's enough of you here. Let's introduce you to Queen Yvette. Queen Yvette is a gallant gambler. So as such, we're initially going for a military ambition. Should that ambition fail, we'll default to a trade one. And we're trying to not do anything too underhanded. We've been successful with. And we try and do risky chance options if we can, which we've been successful with. I think we've lost one or two roll of the dice, but that goes with the territory. And we're also sort of pro-farming, pro-peasant, pro-march, because, you know, we're a populist. We like populist reforms and that sort of thing. Oh dear. Played a faithful monarch last time, so stayed celibate and adopted a child from an orphanage. That's good. Did you win? That seemed... Wait, hold on. How did the game end? Lost to a rebellion. Ah, no way. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Especially, was it a triple rebellion? Did everyone rebel? Just North rebelled. Okay. Everyone kept making my authority and stability go down. That's how it happens. We had guns and they still won. Oh. The others could have rebelled. Oh, they should have gone to the winning side, maybe. But anyway, everyone, welcome on in. This is packed. 42 nobles in the game. They killed my wife, the Spymaster. Spymaster's cool. But it looks like the barons are about to win the game, maybe. But welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Luna, I fully appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Happy birthday as well. And if you need to do some post-stream relaxing, if you need to get food, have a rest, I fully understand. But thank you for bringing your community over. Wait, are you the one who posting all the Spymaster art on the Discord? Oh, is it? Oh, there we go. But yeah, let's carry on, shall we? The Barons of the March are set to be the major contributors of the new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. Meanwhile, in the foreboding Marcher Fortress, the Barons are celebrating. Ha! I can hardly believe they went for it. This is all well and good, but we have not won yet. We must make our final preparations. Alright, Barons, what's it gonna be? A, march on the capital. That involves raising your own military. Or B, quietly force the Queen to abdicate. That involves lowering authority. Barons only vote for the final stage of their scheme. I know which way they're gonna go. It's a foregone conclusion. Yeah, there we are. And it's settled. We have a plan of attack, but one last thing remains. Defense. For our final march on the capital, we need a sizable home garrison to repel opportunistic attacks from the other regions. For the final stage of their scheme, the Barons must keep their military at 10 for one full season. Alright, give us some good events. No stadium. I'm shook. Absolutely shook by this. Terrible, terrible. Okay, so looking at this, the only relevant thing that people might care about, maybe the Grandees want C for their scheme. I would also suggest... yeah, maybe E or D. Just so that we preserve, or A, rather, A, D or E, to meddle with my stats. But here's the listing, so you can see how much money everyone has. In case your plugin doesn't work, you can find how much money you got down the side here. And we're going to start the auction right now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds remaining. Try not to miss out, everyone. Right, what are we looking at here? We got B and F. B, the Thieves Guild. F, the Observatory. Meh is taken. Welcome on in. I think you landed in the Barrens. Boom, 10 seconds left. Go, go, go. Don't miss out. Okay, what was that? That was a Thieves Guild in the March and an Observatory in the Coast. Righto. Okay, an invitation, easing the tension, and my ambition. Damn it all. Your Majesty, it is my singular honour to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. I look forward to attending. Praise be, I trust you are willing to finance and organise one of the pyres. It is customary for the Queen to do so if she's in attendance. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, nobles of the Council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts or hold a friendly competition, a fashion show perhaps, or a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on team building exercise to help you and the Council trust each other again? I think it's been fun. I'm going to say an exchange of gifts, everyone, for Golden Choice. You all can pick up a little goodie bag, get 500 gold for next time. As a meta thank you for being here today. Even though, in character, I have no idea that the Barons are about to bear down on me. We could have gotten Defiance up. No, you wouldn't have gotten it up high enough. This Defiance would have been +1 each. So you'd have had 5 Defiance, and there's no way to get another 5 Defiance points. With the event before, what was the last event? Yeah, last call for Golden Choice on A. We'll do a 3, 2, 1 in chat and then we'll move on. Could have said, oh yeah, to the invitation. That's right. That would have been a +1 Defiance. So you'd have gotten a total of 3. You'd have had 6 Defiance out of 10. A capital idea. Gift givers and recipients are plucked at random from a hat. You're assigned to receive a gift from Grandy Do It for Bruce and give a gift to Baron Katori Blueberry. What do you buy for Grandy Bruce? Right, Bruce. I think the grandees need a bit of something going on. You're a gambler? Oh my god, yes. Whoever said that, yes. Gamble is the way. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm so cool. Thank you. We're going to gamble on the old coat we're going to dig out from our wardrobe. Yeah, you're one of the raiders. No worries. There is a redeem for tapping the sign. Damn it, the gamble didn't pay off. Grandy do it's for Bruce face falls when he unwraps your tatty old coat and holds it up to the light. Oh, it smells like moths. Thank you, Your Holiness. This gift makes it abundantly clear what you think of me. Wait for your gift from Baron Katori Blueberry. Your gift when it arrives is a set of silk towels. They're not even monogrammed. I trust this fulfills my obligation. I hope you enjoy it. It's the thought that counts. Okay. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is much stronger than ever before. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your nobles' scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles. Take command of their armies and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles, rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'll forget their schemes if you win. I think we probably, right? I'd probably go to war. I don't think I'd become a tyrant. Let's declare war on Ashmead, everyone, right? Right, we're gonna do this, right? Wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. Greetings, Your Grace. I'm here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Glass Cup, she didn't have a suggestion. It was the Marshal or the Marshal number 2. Check to see if Jacobean has joined. Oh, yes, sorry. I think they have, because the Patricians is just extended. Damn, it's been a long time since I last seen this. It's great having loads of people in. There you are, Jacobean. Welcome back to the Patricians. Greetings, Your Grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Negotiating the Empire's surrender, I hope? No. The Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your piffy little kingdom. Didn't you ever wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided by internal conflicts. It may seem like the Empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, Ashmead is ruled by its generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I am here representing General Falenkampf, your good friend in the south, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal, wink wink, nudge nudge. We launch a civil war, take advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. Oh, you Ashmedians and your infighting make me sick. Are you really trying to claim that your kingdom has less internal drama? Don't make me laugh. I will leave you to think on my words. We take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat our oldest enemies, that would shut the nobles up for good. But winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alright. Well. Deep in the south, a group of grandees watch silently as a blindfolded grandee Masconnect tries to stab the portrait of Queen Yvette with a wooden stake. We did this at my granddaughter's fourth birthday party with a drawing of a pig. Finally, grandee Masconnect hits their mark and a cheer erupts in the villa. Friends, honoured guests, people of the faith, the ninth god has spoken and now begins the final stage of our plan, excommunication. Only one question remains, for which sin will the Archbishop excommunicate the Queen? Okay, well, you know, it was for tyranny or it's for greed. Either raising authority or raising the treasury. Both are good. Both are good. Truth be told, everyone's in the final stage of their scheme. Yeah, it's a little too late though. The grandees are there and they're just about getting their foot in the door as the barons are shutting it behind them. They got everything set already? Nah. Raise authority. You'll have to get authority to 10 or more. Well, to 10. It shall be done. We must now ensure that the Queen is seen as a tyrant. For the final stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise authority to at least 10. We could have cruel tax. Okay. No, I'm pro-march. I'm not going to cruel tax the barons just to bribe everyone else. I don't even know in character that this is happening, so... Here we are. Here we are. Our unified army falling apart. And that is why we must ensure the taxes are collected at regular intervals. If we were to... Your Highness, I have urgent news. The Treasurer was just telling me something about taxes. Taxes? This is far more urgent than taxes. The new model army has deserted us. Not only have they marshalled without my orders, they refuse to stand down. This new army was supposed to be an improvement, wasn't it? Disciplined, don't get me wrong, and they're very loyal, but to whom? Without a military, we will struggle to hold on to power. If I may interject. It is almost certainly the work of the barons. If I were to offer any advice, it would be to seek a treaty soon. This new model army, which I suspect takes orders directly from the march, cannot be beaten by any force on this continent. We made sure of that. Then it's over, isn't it? I'm sorry, Your Highness. It's the only strategy to minimize the losses. Perhaps we could negotiate a favorable surrender. You stalk out the room, unwilling to hear more. Late that evening, you're joined by Victoria in your bedchamber. Judging by the look on her face, she's already heard the news. You have to believe me. I had no idea. Those treasonous swine, I never thought they had it in them. She pats you on the back awkwardly. A few minutes of silence pass. Despite everything, it's still hard to believe that your reign might be about to end. If anything happens to me, you must look out for our daughter. I will. Don't worry about that. Oh, for our child, rather. Sorry. The Yvette throws me off. Will you talk to them? They might let you live if you're willing to abdicate. I will try. Perhaps they'll be merciful. I'm sure they will. The next week passes in a blur. Word of your imminent removal spreads throughout the palace like wildfire. Everyone takes extra care to make you comfortable, as if you were a dying animal. When the new model army finally arrives, it's all shining glory. You're handed over like a prize so. Soon you're languishing in the dungeons. You lose track of days, weeks, months until it dawns on you. You'll be stuck down here for the rest of your life. Hey! By the time you vet, well, GG to the Barons, well done. Luca, oh, welcome on in. But it's the end of the game. So, Barons in chat, if someone can track this for me, what do we want our ambition to be when we next return? So, next Saturday, we're going to play again. Lakelock, good night. Have a good night's sleep. Have a pick. Lakelock, everyone say goodbye to Lakelock in chat. Thank you for saying goodbye. And Noobster and Little Less Tooth, goodbye, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye in chat to Noobster and Little Less Tooth as well. The Barons next week, what we're going to do, is it going to be military, trade, farming, faith, stability or authority? Try and figure that out in chat amongst yourselves. Bennett, thank you. And Wandering Chatter, thank you and goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to them in chat. I joined in on the last game. Yeah, I only do one at a time. We do have more though. Hold on, let me get the break open. I'll play something else after this as a cooldown. But yeah, my regular schedule, I do Monday Against the Storm. Wednesday I'll play a strategy game. At the minute I'm playing Total War Shogun 2. Thursday I paint Warhammer figgies. And Saturday and Sunday are for King of the Castle with roleplay. So we'll be carrying this on next Saturday, 1 o'clock UK time. So that is, it's currently, what is it? 3 o'clock, well, it's coming up to 4 o'clock. But yeah, it's 3:49. So like 3 hours, whatever the time is now for you, you want to come 3 hours before this time. That's the gist of it. But let's have a look now. Yeah, bye-bye everyone. It's just one King of the Castle game per stream. That, yeah, especially if it goes into extra innings. Like, I couldn't do it because if the second game came up and we had a civil war and it went on for like 6 hours, then I'm pretty much wrecked my throat. But yeah, if you want more of this, if you had fun, feel free to follow and return next weekend. Oh, well, come on in. Hales, thank you. Thank you for the follow there. Let's read through the book, shall we? By the time Yvette finally expired decades later, the guards had forgotten the wise and old prisoner was ever a queen. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption, but what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in the process, a bad investment. In a sun-dappled vineyard, Verdad and the Grandee Masconnect opened a bottle of their finest vintage. Their schemes had amounted to nothing, but there's always next time. Marching to the Baron's orders, the new model army effortlessly took the palace and installed Hermann as king. But the military reforms soon fell apart, destroyed by corruption and nepotism. while the new king would prove harder to control than the barons hoped. Queen Yvette the Rich, here we are. Queen Yvette the Rich, to be succeeded by King Herman. Whopper, the wealthiest at 9,100. Bennick, the poorest at 100. So nobody's broke. And let's see what King Herman looks like. Here he is, looking very regal. Across the board, it's looking quite good for our kingdom, to be honest. Military or trade? From Dean, just pick one. And, I don't know. Gibbo, we got a lot of... Oh, war? Okay. It looks like people are going for military. So whatever King Herman's trait will be, it will be a military archetype. Yeah. Right, we'll settle on that. Alright, well, thank you everyone. Death to Ashmead, we'll get there eventually. Then. At the very least, it's looking as though the grandees are back on their feet.